What's going on? And welcome to Eclipse Theory Games, the podcast where we bring you the latest in gaming news, indie reviews, and everything else under the sun. My name is Kendall, and I'm here with my two co-hosts. Carl, what's up, bro?
What's up? Fans up. Dolphins got that W today.
I respect it. I respect it, as did them Eagles. Not for lack of trying by Bryce Young. I respect that too. But my man James is here. What's good, brother?
Nothing, he was on a bye week, so we won.
Yep, y'all won by default. That's how you gotta take that. Amen. But no, we're not here to talk about football, even though I want to get through this episode so I can watch that Chiefs game. We are actually here to discuss the hot new game that just dropped. What was it, Thursday? Recently, this week, whatever. By the time you get this episode, you'll have forgotten because you'll have been in your room all day playing Marvel Rivals because it seems like it's kind of taking the world by storm. Like everybody's loving it. Kind of came through and ate Overwatch's lunch a little bit, so I definitely wanted to take a minute to give basically our review so far with the game, and just kind of touched on how much we've been playing it, like what our experience has been like so far. But since I'll be honest, the person I heard the most about this game from the whole time, like we've all been very hyped from it, but I don't think nobody was hyped like my man James was hyped. So James, I have to know, how's your experience been? How would you review Marvel Rivals?
Oh, I mean, like you said, it's basically Overwatch. We basically took that spot. Like I said, I played the beta. I had the beta. I was one of those people that played the beta all day, every day. And when it left, I was sad. And I told myself when it comes back, what I played. Since it dropped on, I guess you could say Friday, I've been really playing it, really enjoying it. It's it's a great game. I really do enjoy it. I think every character is unique in its own way. Of course, I feel like they do need some tweaks here and there with certain characters. Some need buffs. Some need to be not as strong.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's any game like that. Any game that plays like that. But I think the game is amazing. I think it took some of the things that people didn't really like about Overwatch 2 and really listened, and it kind of fixed that. The only thing I do wish that they do, and maybe I haven't played competitive yet, so I guess I will, is they do need to roll lock.
Yes.
Because I feel like I'm tired of going into games and nobody wants to be a healer.
Yep.
That pisses me off.
Same. You touched on a very. I'm glad that you brought that up because we're gonna talk about some criticism soon. But before we get to delving deep into that, Carl, how much have you played and what are you thinking of it so far?
I got to play a little bit of it. I played some today actually, this morning.
Nice.
Um, actually, we're gonna do criticisms a little later. I would say that
Well, I
playing
mean,
it, it's fun. It has it has its moments where it's really fun, but it also has its moments where it could just because I'm new to it, but it can be a little much to handle all at once, especially on the screen wise. There's a lot of colors and things like going everywhere all at once.
yeah,
But but like I said, that's just my first impression. It's a good game though. Like it's a good game. And it's a good substitute for people who want to to Overwatch. And I think something like this will make Overwatch be even better because now they actually have a competition like actually like stand up with them.
exactly. This game came through and like as the anti Madden, we will not let Overwatch Madden this genre. So I'm not mad at that. I agree with what you guys are kind of touching on, some of the things like the Overwatch criticism that carries over to Marvel Rivals. I think it's a hero shooter criticism at this point is like the color splash. Like there's screenshots of Overwatch that just look like a fridge with like magnets all over. Like when you just got like all the letters and shapes and shit all over it. That's what some screenshots of Overwatch look like to people who don't play Overwatch. And then when you start to play it more and more, it's like, oh yeah, I see everything that's going on. It's like hearing it's a lot to take in. And Marvel Rivals has the same thing. And for whatever reason, for me, the visual language of it kind of gets muddied a little bit more. I just have bad eyesight, so it's like harder for me to make out enemies sometimes and stuff like that. But I don't know if that's a me thing. My TV's not like I'm not rocking like a 4K, 80 inch right now or whatever. But yeah, no. As far as I'm concerned, I played the beta. I played like the both the betas, I think. And I really enjoyed it. And I think it kind of did get me into the swing of how it works and whatnot. So I was ready when it came out, and I've been loving it. Like I've been kind of off of Overwatch for a little while. And this is just once I played that beta, I was like, oh yeah, okay. As I wanted to get back into Overwatch, I was like, I'm gonna just wait for Rivals, and it's just going to immediately take that spot. And it pretty much is. Like this is the game that I've been waiting for, and it has all of like my favorite characters. Like everybody that I'm playing with, I'm already familiar with. I actually want the skins. You know how bad I want that Marvel versus Capcom 2 Venom skin, bro? That blue Venom, that shit looks, and it's a recolor. Like it's nothing special about it except it's the Marvel vs.
I
Capcom.
got that free because I played the beta.
I played the beta too, so I must have it free. So I need to
Yeah,
boot
you
that
need to
game.
go to your rewards. Yeah,
I might actually have to step away from this podcast real quick because that's very serious. Thank you for letting me know that. But yeah, no, I've been loving it for sure. Do you guys think it will kind of? Do you think you'll bounce back and forth between Overwatch and Rivals, or do you think it kind of like came in and like it's the hot thing right now? You know, you kind of been off. I don't know how much y'all been playing Overwatch lately, but I know we were all kind of into
I'll let Carl go.
Yeah, I play Overwatch consistently still. Like
Yeah.
I played that today as well. I actually played Marvel Rivals first today, and then after I got to playing that, I then turned that off and hopped on Overwatch just so I can get a feel for both. And in my honest opinion, right now, and it's not really a fair comparison, but I think Overwatch right now is still the better game,
Yeah.
just because. But they have way more time to cook in the kitchen. So Rivals has some like they're still working stuff out. But in my personal opinion, right now, I think Overwatch is still superior in this genre. But Rivals is fun. If I don't want to take too much time, I would jump on like for a little thing for like
Mhm.
when I play Rivals. You know, there's a lot of buttons for each character. So I tried Spider Man, my favorite superheroes. I played Spider Man. And I was like, oh, I'm
Don't do
fucking. I was like, what the fuck? I couldn't do nothing. I was like, what the fuck am I
Don't-
doing? Like, I couldn't do nothing right. And I was like, fuck this shit. So the next game, I clicked on Punisher, and I went 20-0
Yes.
and
Yep.
won the game with MVP because Punisher is just basically shoot the guys. Just
Soldier
take the high,
76.
yeah, you take the high ground. You know, you put pressure. Like, oh, I can use my game fundamentals and mechanics from and win this. But like same with Penny Parker, a lot of buttons for certain characters, and like yeah, so it can be a little off putting. But I want to play Spider Man. I like Spider Man, but yeah, it seems like a way harder learning curve for some things. Unlike Overwatch, the learning curve is not so large.
So, James, before you answer the question, I just want to jump in on that because I do feel what you're saying, Carl, but I definitely think there's a level of like this is how I felt when I first started it too. I was like, oh yeah, it's quite complicated. And don't get me wrong, it's still quite complicated. Like there's a lot going on, you know what I mean? I feel like Overwatch has that thing where your mobile move is L1 in Overwatch, you know, whether that means Genji's dash or like what whatever it is, you kind of have a language and like a familiarity with it, and it takes some getting used to because Rivals has a lot of variety. But I think yeah, like it's kind of not even fair to ask that of you at this point, like whether you'll jump over because Overwatch is obviously superior. I think it has more modes, like that's objectively true. It's still got more characters, even though Rivals launched with a lot. But I think like for me, I'm it's making me miss it less, and that's because I kind of have gotten into the swing of it a little bit more. James, I know you kind of been in the swing, like you said, you played the betas and whatnot. So do you see this joint kind of taking your attention away from Overwatch at all?
Um, like I said, I do agree with Carl. I think Overwatch is the more polished game. I think,
Yeah.
we are talking about like, polish, what that looks like. But I think, they had time from Overwatch 1, to kind of understand what that looked like. Uh, I think Marvel Rise is a new game. So with that comes, some headaches, some growing pains. But I think once they kind of understand that, they can kind of tweak certain things and make certain things better. I think for me, it takes away from it because um, one, like who doesn't want to play with superhero? Just being honest, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then I think, when we talk about in this podcast, like the characters that they can put in the game, it's more exciting than the characters you're gonna give me in Overwatch. I love all the characters in Overwatch, but like if you're gonna tell me like, hey, I'm gonna add Gambit into this game, I'm gonna say fuck Overwatch. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Pretty
Like
much.
yes,
Pretty much.
I don't want to play Gambit. That's just how
Bro,
that works.
bro, I don't know who the fuck Hazard is, but
Yeah,
I'll go play Gambit right now.
yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how that works. I do think, when Carl said he tried to play Spider-Man, look, Spider-Man is the hardest character master in the game.
Straight
don't
up.
don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. That's just that they're like if you see a Spider-Man on your team, you're either going to be very happy because that guy is gonna like go to the back line and kill like all the healers and the DPS, or he's just gonna feed the other team. That's
Yep.
what you're gonna get.
Yeah,
Um,
maybe get a good art in there.
yes, but yeah, you pick one of the hardest characters. That's just
Yeah. And I get it because Spider-Man is my favorite superhero too, but yeah, I don't play Spider-Man. But yeah, I feel pretty much everything you're saying on that.
If I can jump back in, like since like I said, I played both today, and like if I feel like I'm in a competitive mood that I want to like sit down and like really try to focus on win something, I'm gonna play Overwatch. But if I just try to have fun or just play like a free to play game with my favorite characters, I'm picking Mario. Like Lau said earlier, if you give me the option to play fucking May or fucking Cloak and Dagger, I'm fucking taking Cloak and Dagger like all day. Like what the fuck? like I just want to switch between two heroes and just like do crazy shit. I tried playing Cloak and Dagger today, and I didn't know how to play them, and I
Bro,
lost. But I still played with it. I still had fun while doing it.
I have the exact opposite recommendation as the Spider-Man thing when it comes to Cloak and Dagger, Carl. Cloak and Dagger might be the best motherfucker in the game, Carl. Like man, listen, and that's not even a character I wreck shit with, but like the DPS with Cloak is so beastly, and the heals with Dagger are so beastly. Like it's such a great character.
Yeah, I wasn't like I didn't know like how to heal. I didn't know how healing really worked with
Yep.
Dagger, and I didn't know what Cloak. I literally just jumped in blind.
Just
So
shoot your teammates.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah, but I didn't
Yeah.
know that one DPS, the one heal. I thought they both like had like similar kits, like all support. I didn't realize one was more damage. So like my team lost. But but anytime I played the Punisher, we won. All my Punisher games, we killed it.
This is how that's why Punisher is in the game. I promise. Like this is what that is. But no, I feel that there is like a learning curve. I straight up ice climbers myself with Cloak and Dagger. I saw this and I was like, two characters. I'm not ready for all that. And I did not pick Cloak and Dagger even to practice for like the longest. And then I tried it and I was like like a lot of the moves are different but similar. Like Dagger has a wall that she sends that gives you heals. Cloak has a wall that he sends that hurts the enemies. You know, it's tied to the same button. You just switch over and you can use that. And they have their own cooldowns. Like it's not like Dagger's cooldown takes from Cloak's. Stuff like that makes them such like there's so many unique characters. And I want to use that opportunity to kind of pivot to what characters we all kind of like. I know it sounds like we kind of using our favorites. So who have you guys taken to so far?
Who do I use? Well, most of the time I'm probably using Winter Soldier. I really enjoy Winter Soldier. I've really been playing Hawkeye. His ult is like it's just broken. Sometimes, of course, when I have to heal because my team doesn't want to do any type of healing, then I'll go to Adam Warlock. I think he's probably one of the best healers, especially because he can rob the whole team. I don't pick a lot of tanks, but that's not opposed to me because I didn't do that in any game. So anybody that knows me knows I play DPS all the time. But Marvel Rivals, I will play healer, and like I said, I will play Cloak and Dagger as well.
Yeah, Carl, who you been playing?
Well, my best character, like I said, has been Punisher. I made the attempt to play Spider-Man. I made the attempt to play Cloak and Dagger. I'm actually pretty good with Luna Snow though, and I feel actually Luna Snow is actually overtuned. Her ult, in my opinion, lasts way too long, and it's way too good.
It does last a while.
and like it's like I think she may be between her and Loki. I think I'll put her over Loki for support category because that ult is just like fantastic. All Loki does is copy ults like Echo. But those so Luna I tried Penny Parker. It didn't end well at all for her either. But yeah,
hard characters.
Yeah, I know. I picked the characters I'm interested. I did try Psylocke too, and that didn't end well either.
Oh yeah, that's a different character.
Yeah, but she's a beast. She is a beast. I've seen Psylocke go up, and I appreciate the fact that none of you guys named characters I picked except for Loki. Loki was the first character that I like learned and picked up and like felt good with. So he was like my first main, but Moon Knight is a beast, bro. If you man, when you get really good with that Ankh and like you can like throw bouncing it does so much damage. It's crazy. It feels very broken. But
I actually stopped shooting enemies, I actually just started throwing the stuff at the ump, and it just would bounce off
Just
everybody and just start killing
devastates
them.
everyone in the range. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I forgot to mention. I also played a lot of games with Black Widow too.
Mm,
Because she seems simple enough and like she does a lot of damage. She doesn't one shot anybody, but she two shots everybody basically. You get a
yeah.
headshot.
Yes.
But I will say my biggest criticism with her, I don't know why her kick move is on such a high cooldown because it's literally just a move to get somebody off of you. While other characters like Penny Parker's little web that stuns you is on a shorter cooldown. So those are the kind of things I'm like, I just found like, why is her
Well, you
kick
know
like
why?
on such a high cooldown?
Because Black Widow, I mean, not Black Widow, Dagon Widowmaker's daggone little hook had a long cooldown, and all it did was go to a different like
Yep.
the same thing.
Yep. That is facts. Same, bro. Listen, on that same note, why does it take me so long to double jump with Moon Knight? Like, goddamn, I just want
Oh,
to jump twice. I mean, I know it's a really good double jump, but I just want to jump again. I mean, I don't know. Feels like I should be Hanzo, but maybe or Genji out here, but maybe not. But yeah, there's definitely some balancing stuff that they gotta kind of work out. There's a few characters that I feel like. Oh, I forgot to mention Venom, monster.
oh, broke.
Monster. I will just dog. Yeah, yeah. This who's not broken. I'm coming out. This motherfucker,
Hulk
Adam.
is not broken. Hulk sucks ass.
I'm not good with Hulk, and I'd be wrecking Hulk with Venom. I'm not gonna lie. But I feel like there's. I don't know. I can't tell you. I can't even tell you yet who's good or who's bad because this is kind of like a review in progress because we're so fresh into it. Like we just kind of got like a weekend worth of play.
Well, I can tell you who's good. That motherfucking Jeff is a monster, bro.
Jeff is a beast. Yes,
I seen
man.
Jeff wipe a team when I
Yep.
didn't know it gobbles you up and spits you off the mat, bro.
Yep. Yep. Jeff loves the suicidal shit. It's just the worst. And I feel like his heels are great too. Like he is actually a
Mhm.
monstrous. I was like, oh, this is funny. They had a little joke character, and then you just start wrecking games. I'm like, okay,
I'm like,
Jeff.
yeah, Jeff came in this jam. I was like, oh, and he's hard to hit. Well, he's a big old head, but he's low. That
Yep.
motherfucker be like moving. I'm like, oh my god, Jeff.
Yes, absolutely. Down in the damn ground trying to shoot that fin. This is the worst. Let me see. I guess this would be a good time to transition over to characters that we want to see in the game, since we talking about unexpected characters like Jeff being in there and like Squirrel Girl and stuff. Um, I'll throw one out there just because it's like the number one on my list, but I really can't wait till we get a tracer ass Nightcrawler. Like that's what I think they're gonna do with, or what they should do with Nightcrawler, and that's gonna be fire. That's my favorite X-Men, so he's gotta make the game. Who would you guys have on your list of like most anticipated, most wanted characters?
Oh, cool.
You can go first, Miles.
Oh, just you know how long I've been waiting for this.
Yeah,
Definitely
yeah.
gambling.
None of us have been able to make a name for ourselves yet, but hopefully one day.
Definitely gambling again. That just would make some sense. But other than Gambit, I definitely want Blade. I feel like Blade, needs his due.
For sure.
For me, this character's not a personal favorite of mine, but I think she'll be necessary for the game because they're lacking on support characters in the game, and I think putting Susan Storm in there will be great because she can be like a Sombra support in a way. She can go invisible, but she can put force fields around teams like mini shields. I can possibly do heals. I can just see a lot being done with Susan Storm.
I could also see that. That makes a lot of sense. And there's a couple rumors, like I think all the Fantastic Four are rumored. And I think Blade is too. So, and this is like data mine type rumors. So it sounds like those characters are coming. So that's kind of good news. But yeah, that's true. There's not a lot of healers. I think that I had Professor X on my list just because I want to see how that would work. Like, put him in the little yellow hovering chair, man. Like he can beat up out there.
No.
You like think about it.
I mean, I'm not going to be opposed to it. I would never be opposed.
Who knows, man? You can make anybody work.
Now, I would love if we talking. I would love to see either a Sinister in the game or
Mm.
even a Danger from the X-Men Uncanny X-Men Danger with Danger Room
Like
being
when
like
yeah, wow,
she
interesting.
would be like because her kick could just be so like malleable. You can make it from scratch because her moves are pretty much anything she wants. She's fucking Danger Room,
Right.
and then like I just think it can be a lot of creative freedom with that character.
That's a good idea. I like that. I forget that happened.
Like I said, I'm not shocked. I thought Deadpool would definitely be in the game.
Yeah,
I think he's just on a. I just think it just makes a lot of sense. Um,
it's gonna happen.
and I
It
think
will.
if they want to do a tank, I would put Ghost Rider in the game as a tank.
Interesting. I like that. I like that. Ghost Rider, with people like Captain America as tanks, I can see Ghost Rider being a tank, you know what I mean?
He's
Especially
like
with
on
the
that motorcycle.
yeah, with the bike, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? I don't know how I just right now I'm at the point of like, hey, just see what you can make work, whatever, just do stuff, you know.
it works.
Um,
It works.
yep, facts.
Or
With this
Sentry.
game, Sentry will be fire. That needs to happen, actually. That's a really good one. If you can put Adam Warlock in the game, you can put Sentry in the game.
Sentry would be a good tank along with armor, because her whole power is to create like a magical invisible armor suit on her, so she could be a
Yep.
good tank.
Or Colossus.
Colossus would be great. Luke Cage would be great.
Luke Cage would be a good one, yeah.
Yeah, even though that might be broken, you might have to make him weaker
Or
to make him work.
or put my man Manape in the game.
Man, it was crazy.
Oh man,
That's
oh man, Manape's a cool character, bro.
He's
hey,
impossible now. Nobody calls him that anymore.
yeah, yeah. That is true.
Man,
That is true.
I hate on my man Manape.
Hey,
You
listen, man.
bald-headed demon.
I heard that was improv. That's what makes that line so amazing.
They definitely
But
should have
nah,
Miles in the game too. I know, probably don't want too much, but I think Miles would definitely play way different than Peter with his abilities.
I like the clone character idea. Like, give him so that there's a Spider-Man that's not hard as fuck. Like,
Yeah,
maybe make
like
him honestly make him like a range Spider-Man. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
because
Because
with his electricity and everything like that, it would
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
make him not as yeah. And then the team ups with them two would definitely go right into like the game already.
Oh yeah.
If I really want to get jiggy with it, man, put my man Goyam Fist Kingpin in that bitch. Make his big ass a tank.
That would be a
That's what he
great
wants to
tank.
be against Kingpin. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna hold you.
that's they have a lot of just big motherfuckers. Like that whole thing
Mm-hmm.
is just, I'm just big as shit. Juggernaut. You know what I mean? Like
That
it's
motherfucker could be a beastly ass off tank. You can do anything with him
yeah.
too. He has strength, but he has money. He can like fucking call fucking Spider Slayer down for I don't care what you do. He got money.
Facts. Facts. Let's go crazy with it. On the topic of clone type characters, I had X-23 down here as like a more nimble Wolverine or something like that. And then another one that I wanted to mention was I want to see Daredevil, and for some reason my brain keeps going to like Moon Knight as like his counterpart, but like or like the archetype behind. But I think he'd be way more melee focused for real, and
Oh, definitely.
that would be fire.
He'd be as broken as fucking Iron Fist, bro.
Man,
Not
that
let Iron Fist find you, bro.
when you mentioned
Your ass, bro.
when you mentioned Spider-Man, like getting to the backfield, I was like, oh, that just like Iron Fist every match. It's literally like a flurry of fists just start coming at me, and it take me a minute to realize what character I'm seeing, and I die, and I'm like, oh, Iron Fist.
It just reminds me of JoJo.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what's happening every time, bro.
if
He's a
they
monster,
if they could put Jeff in the game, then I want Fing Fang Boom in the game.
bro.
I mean,
Wait.
I wouldn't be against it.
I feel like, yeah, I mean, I'm with it. Just put all the weirdos. Put um, man thing in there. Everybody.
Bing bang boom. Have his ult just let the whole field on fire with dragon breath, bro. We dope. Just make him big
I'm
though.
with
He
it.
has to be a tank. He has to be a tank.
Yep, he might be too tanky, but I'm with it. I'm
I
absolutely
would
with it.
I would I would like Cyclops actually.
Cyclops is one of those. Why didn't you have him in there? Like I've had this combo for sure since this concept came around. Like when the game launched and they had Hawkeye and Wolverine, I was like, oh yeah, because obviously, nigga, why would you not have them characters in the game? But he's another one for sure.
Black
Well,
Bolt too. I would go Black Bolt.
Yeah,
what I would really, really, really like to see when the game has a few more seasons and start going deep in the bag of tricks, getting some guest characters. I would love to see like some characters from the Marvel vs. Capcom franchise, like maybe put Ryu or Chung Li in there in some kind of fashion. And then like just because they can't, why not? They already have a
I mean,
relationship.
Ryu would be extra broken.
I like where your heart is with that. Like I really do. I genuinely do. But I feel like it's such a Marvel ass game, bro. Like I don't know if they,
like they have plenty of encounters together.
it's true. It's true. There's some like precedent for it. There's like there's a lot that they can do if they go that route. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but Capcom had nothing to do with this. So
But I'm certain Capcom would not be able. It'll be different if it was the other way around. If Capcom made the game, Disney would be like no. But Capcom
listen,
loves loaning the people's out publicity. They don't have
listen,
no problem with it.
I would be laughing this off way more if I didn't just see somebody playing Fortnite, Overwatch, and run into a bunch of My Hero characters and shit, One Punch Man motherfuckers. So anything can happen, you know.
I mean,
You
Capcom
never
loves
know.
their crossovers.
They absolutely do. They absolutely do, man. I'll take any crossover that we can get, honestly. But with that out the way, man, any final thoughts on Rivals? Like anything that we looking forward to the most? Actually, I did want to mention like some game modes. I don't know if I have ideas for what I want though. I just want more modes. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I want them to, like you said, like have free fall, which is, fun. But I really
yes,
want to know what they're gonna do with like competitive, like how that's gonna be. Um, because sometimes like, okay, I do want to play more serious to where, okay, like, hey, we understand, hey, we might need two healers and a tank and
yes,
3 DPS. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's really go into a game like to win it and not just, everybody all DPS and now we're dying because we can't kill the fucking Magneto because he's blocking all the fucking attacks. Um,
like it's so frustrating, man. We need role keep, but yeah,
definitely, I agree with him. At least in competitive, I say at least in that.
It's the game.
Yeah,
I was going to ask the game. The game's cross-platform, right?
yep, it
Okay.
is. Yeah, so there's a lot of there's things that they definitely need to work out, like the role issues, because like everybody just wants to be DPS. I'm so tired of having to pick Cloak and Dagger just so I can make sure that somebody's healing us, and I'm just sitting back there healing the whole game. But I feel like that's more so what we're focused on right now at this early point in the launch of Marvel Rivals, like all the little things that they need to work out, characters that need to get their powers kind of taken down, like. Maybe don't let Wolverine's little fucking super slash just melt through my full health immediately. You know what I mean? Little stuff like that. But I have high hopes for this game, and I think it's gonna be something that I'll be playing for a very long time. I don't really even get into multiplayer games like that, but I'm loving Marvel Rivals. So
And my last thing that I
yeah,
really do like that they do is that the battle pass, one, it's only $10. And then two, it is a lifetime. So you don't
mm,
have to, yeah. So once you get it, you can unlock it however you choose. You don't have to worry about, oh, once the season's over, like I lose everything or I can't get this. It's once you buy it, you can unlock it as you keep going.
So, are you when you say lifetime, you mean for that season? Once you buy it, then it's always that one you bought is always open.
Yeah, it's always open.
Okay,
Yeah,
but it's
so
not.
they never,
Okay.
yeah, they never close it out for you. So you can always keep unlocking everything.
I
Because
was
when
I yeah,
we were on the same page, probably. Can we
yeah.
said $10? Like, I was like, wait, $10 forever battle pass?
I
Oh
thought
shit!
you got every
Yeah.
season. I was like, I'm about to go uninstall Overwatch right now, bro. It's
I
over.
was too.
It's
That was
over.
gonna make me quit Overwatch immediately. No, okay, I get what you're saying though.
I meant to say that season will always be open because like Overwatch, if you don't get the stuff in that time frame, then
Mhm.
it locks you out of it.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
a big criticism too. Because sometimes I don't got time to play the game. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
you
And then
got
I
jobs
gotta
and
wait
shit.
till they reopen it whenever they do, or I gotta
Yeah.
buy it with my own money, and it's just like, oh,
And there are some dope skins in there.
oh,
So
this is something that I actually looked at like, I
yeah.
actually like buy that.
I don't even really play Hella that much, but I need that Hella skin. That's Hella skin's crazy. Like the galactic body one. Yeah. Yeah.
I do have one more question
For
before
sure.
I know. Are we running low on time? Are we good
A
on
little
time?
bit, but we're
Okay,
good.
but last question is when it comes to the battle pass from Marvel Rivals, can you buy it with in-game currency or do you always have to use your own money?
You can do in-game currency as well, yes.
Okay, so
Hmm.
you can the money you earn by playing the game, right?
Yes.
Okay,
That's
cool. Because
awesome. I
So
did
you
not
can
know
do it,
that.
yeah. So you can do either or.
Okay. Okay. So I'm
You
definitely
can
gonna
buy
have
skins.
to.
You can buy skins that way by just playing the game too. So you don't
Yeah.
actually have to use your own money if you don't want to.
Yeah, but you do, I think, need Well, I'm not sure like with general skins, but you can't buy like I have some of the currency from the battle pass, but I can't use it until I get the battle pass, you know. Like the little crystals, because there's like three different types of currencies or whatever, you know how it goes. But I'm gonna have to look into it a little bit more and get used to it, I guess. But so far, I'm definitely a big fan of everything that they got going on, man. And I'm glad to hear that you guys are too, because I'm about to jump off this and jump on that probably.
Let's group up. Let's all do it together. You need
Hey, I'm
support.
down.
I'll play Lose Snow, and then
I
y'all can do whatever. One tank, one DPS. Let's do it.
Oh yeah,
100% down.
I'm down.
For sure, for sure. So we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here and go have some fun, guys. So definitely let us know how you guys feel about Marvel Rivals, though. We want to hear from you guys, man. Let us know what characters you want to see added to it because there's a big roster of Marvel characters that we're not even thinking of right now. But leave a comment below if you're watching on YouTube. Definitely like and subscribe because we want to make sure we're making this the best show for you. But until next time, I'm Kendall. This has been James and Carl, and make sure you guys keep gaming.